fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What people do in no money, what people at you, in no at you. Covid money, me say we in the year little rat you. Use the youth, them on the base, man, must have man statue. Say me like a catch you, but they got in a figure you. Take this script and money, God, and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got up. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. The singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile of the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
For me say dig up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The already promises none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in our river. Member bowl only and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the sun man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat.
Stibbidim day, stibbidim day, stibbidim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no cape. And some informer friend we love lake. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good morning and welcome if you're tapping in from the Eastern timeline and if you are tapping in from the UK, good afternoon. If you were wondering where was I yesterday, just like Darrell Vaz, I have been authorized an early leave of absence to start campaign early. Put on my clocks and go on campaign like Darrell Vaz because me nervous. Me just a shake over the parish like Darrell Vaz. So, cause my sister me lose one seat already. And me depend the cliff to fall off over the other one. So me nervous like Darrell Vaz. So that's why me get early leave of absence. What a load of twaddle. So what the early campaign I go do? Did you fix their road? Did you provide them water? Look at the Blue Lagoon. What's happening up there? What about the whole heap of land? Darrell Vaz. But we will get to you. Good morning, good morning. How no do? To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and shows. Sharon Bernard, Beaton Teach, RJ, Colleen Allen, Abenasar Cody, Rosemary Samuels, Georgia Dennis, Norman Ferguson is a holder, Danette Harriet, Marcia Thomas, Echo, the Unstoppable One, Jason Kane, Brenda Elson, Deb, Karen, Wagwan, how you do? Vernon Adams, Karen Demard, Marcia Gray, Alvis Foster. Wagwan, cousin, wagwan. How you do? How you do? Cousin Marina, wagwan, wagwan. June 26. Good morning. Carl Dana Dixon. Because the other day Dana Dixon was asked by the Gleaner reporter about press freedom and if they condemn the attack on the press. Dana Dixon said, we support press freedom, blah, de blah, the announces story, rah, de rah, said Dana Dixon. But we see the push broom. Everybody knows that Edward Warmington is the push broom for the pig pen of the Jamaica Labour Party. So you know, so the push broom always end up in a shit, murk, and mess, which is Edward Warmington, Jamaican foodie. The push broom says, I am going on a relentless attack on the Gleaner. What him say in a parliamentary or them press conference do apply to me, Violet Watson. And none of them can hold my mouth because me, George Hills, will defend Andrew to the death. But you don't hear Dana Dixon or anybody from the Jamaica Labour Party come out and condemn Everard Warmington direct attack on the Gleaner, Raymond G. How is it Everard Warmington is not attacking Nationwide? Everard Warmington is not attacking CVM. Everard Warmington is not attacking the Observer. Why? Because they are rather be paid or aligned JLP media organization. You can see it through the reporting. Gleaner, on the other hand, hypocritical as they are, would question both sides. But as far as Everard Warmington and the Jamaica Labour Party, Miranda rather, everybody must sing the dear leader tune. If Everard Warmington in public at a Labour Party rally is going to go on a relentless attack on the media without his party, his government, making it clear to the public that Everard Warmington is in this on his own. He does not have the party support. But you can't say you support press freedom, but you cannot rein in the push broom. How does that make sense? Colin Richards, how are you? If you cannot rein in the push broom, how can you run around and talk about press freedom? We've seen Everard Warmington treatment of the police in public, supported by Horace Chang. How is it that we can argue that Gleaner reporters moving across the country is safe from Everard Warmington onslaught? Emirates. Because if him can go on a political podium after the government tell we that they support press freedom, and promise these relentless attack on the gleaner, it make it clear the gleaner is his target. The gleaner is Everett Warmington target. But nobody from the Jamaica Labour Party not coming out to condemn that. But let me mind people business first before me continue with them. You know why Wayne always say him don't in the cult galangin? Me will stand alone in the war for the people. Me is not a cult for JLP. And me is not a cult for PNP. There is war brewing in both JLP camp and PNP camp. In the JLP party, there's division and war. In the PNP party, there's division and war. But what that war has done is spilled over into the public with the vloggers. And my God, they're at it. The Andrew Holness set stem from all of the boogie yaga that's going on in public about Andrew Holness's damning report. Me say, labor rights, some of the labor blogger them all attack Peter King wife. Peter King wife I get scrutiny from the labor them over what Andrew Holness promised him, make him a go on so. But then there's a war over TikTok as well with the PNP blogger them. We spill out of control, we go to the very top of the People's National Party. And this is what I say, PNP to be more strident out there because how some PNP bloggers are going out there is like Mark Golden and Jayton Campbell them pick side with a particular blogger and some other blogger out there say the PNP shit up and all of them are like, it's a war brewing out there. But this is what happens when it comes to the cultism of both parties. If you are a part of the cult, you have to sing the dear leader's tune. The minute you have your own views within the cultism, then all hell break loose. And this is what is going on with both JLP and PNP vloggers at the moment where them have internal warfare is because they have a cult mentality. And that's why Wayne could never get into them style of vlogging there. My vlogging is about Jamaica. It's about the people. It's not about Ghana and support because I notice these vloggers them as well. We have vlogs about JLP and PNP. We don't have fetishes. We don't want to be known. We don't look seat. We don't look knowings. We don't look to be called the top vlogger, the chief vlogger. It's not about that. If we not look for no chocolate and a marmalade as Auntie Dana would have said, we not have intentions. Do it for the people. Do it for the country. Do it for a better Jamaica. Do it for your next generation. Not the glory where a lot of vloggers are look from political parties. This is why a lot of you vloggers refuse directly to criticize on a party, even when you see them do blatantly wrong things. You can't mix me up in them galang in there. My mouth I go talk when you want to talk over where the eyes see and where the ears hear. I'm not here to support the Jamaica Labour Party. I'm not here to to support the People's National Party, I would never do that. If them do good, I will speak about it. If them do bad, I will tie them to my horse and I will drag them to the ends of the earth. That's my job. I will continue to inform the people of what I think it is that we all need to stay focused on. Me not the here for vlog for PNP or Labour Right. Me is not a part of a cult. Me is not a part of a cult. And me now go get up and beg the thief them say, come rob me and fight for protect the thief where rob me. How could I be so silly? For me, take my support and the airtime that is provided to me to go back up Andrew Holness or go back up Mark Golden. Both Mark Golden and Andrew Holness are doing unethical things. Andrew Holness coming out of the report, we can say, based on information coming out of the report, that we can cite Andrew Holness for tax evasion, which is illegal. Based on what we know about Mark Golden and his property not owned or registered in Jamaica, his business, proven investment and all of that in the Caribbean in tax haven, that is the legal way to avoid tax, which is called tax avoidance. But it's not ethical either, because Mark Golden, who is a legislator who is involved in making tax policies in your country, hope to be your prime minister where come tax, you know. Not pay tax in Jamaica, not employ people in Jamaica. Highly unethical for a leader. Why me not say that? It is the truth. If Mark Golden and Peter Bunting, one with it thinks them have Jamaica people interests at heart, bring home proven investment, invest in a Jamaica on a property portfolio investment we want to have in a British Virgin Islands or Bermuda, Bahamas, or bring them home. Just like how Andrew Holness was forced to bring for him home. Why not? Why the same thing must not apply to Mark Golden and Peter Bunting? These are the hypocrisies of both sides when it comes to the vlogging community, where people will want the whole of it call upon Andrew Holness for accountability, but not call upon Mark Golden for accountability. Mark Golden is dodging tax as well. It's called tax dodging. Whether it be evasion or avoidance, both of them are tax dodging. Legally, you can do the avoidance. It's not ethical, though. Illegally, the evasion. It doesn't make Mark Golden clean. When Mark Golden have him asset catch up abroad in a tax haven, and Mark Golden now pay him dues to Jamaica. He hoped to become our prime minister. Why Andrew Holness would be forced to draw home for him then, lie about in tax, and then Mark Golden have for him out a road avoiding tax and everybody to stay quiet over it. These are the issues that cause war between bloggers, because the Labour set of bloggers will want call for Mark Golden, bring home for him things them, and the PNP them want Andrew to make sure pay back all our him thief found, because Andrew Holness who with tax. He stole it. He lied about it. Mark Golden sidestep us He owed us tax as well. Una can't want come rule with and dig out with I, then una protect una wealth for una children, una invest in another country, I build up another country, and then una run ghettos at home. Mark Golden, does that make sense? It don't make sense. So this is why I always tell people, say, I cannot support either or either. My support is to keeping the people of Jamaica aware, keep them in the know, talk about the things them when mainstream media don't want talk about. Talk about the things them when mainstream media bury. Errol, you would have to go check that out if it's true. Mark Golden need to be honest with the public. Be honest with the public. Same way, them cannot draw on the wholeness for accountability. Start with them. This is why them end up in the mess with Miguel Phillips. And a lot of you PNP supporters, because you can see by the writing when you come on my page, come right. You don't understand when a person is dealing with a particular issue. You see, when you have academic debate or legal debate, you can break things down to a word, the meaning of it and the context in which it was used. You are to come to that understanding in a conversation, that you can come down to a word, the meaning of the word, and the context in which the word was used. You can also look at the timing also of when the word was used. That's how you have what is called rational reasoning. So when I attack Miguel Phillips, I made it clear because I read his statement and I stopped at the word or at the phrase, in the interest of openness. But none of you all didn't get that. You all went off on a limb. Brother Mark Golden, no man, that's not the point. I was dealing with openness. If Miguel come tell we say, in the interest of openness, now, after the fact, it's not openness. If Miguel Phillips was being open with the people when all of this big integrity fiasco and questioning in public, and Mark Golden reassure the public that there's nobody in his team under investigation. However, Miguel admit the report is concern him. The report says it's an investigation report. We hope it will be tabled today so we know what's inside. But when Miguel came out and tell us that he's been open with us, it was a lie. If Miguel wanted to be open with us, Miguel could have done that at the time when he paid the fine. That would have been openness. When Mark Golden was questioning in his party, is there anybody in my party under any investigation for illicit enrichment? If Miguel Philip denied it from Mark Golden that I am not under the illicit probe as far as I'm concerned, but I'm caught up in late declaration. If he said it and Mark Golden did not inform the public, Mark Golden disinformed the public. If Miguel Phillips did not tell Mark Golden, Miguel Phillips lied to Mark Golden. It's as simple as that. Because you cannot come out now and quote the word openness or accountability only because the argument get put out in public ahead of you. That's not openness. That's deception. That's omission. That's deception or omission. You refuse to say something that you could have or should have said. Or you deliberately decide not to inform the public, hoping you would get away from it. So, you understand when people make a point and stop go off on the geriatric limb of thinking that Mark Golden is a savior for Jamaica. He's not, and he won't be. It will be game as usual because uno PNP who are run up and down at the moment and are going like Mark Golden is Saint Teresa for Jamaica. Uno are the same one where go back up Mark Golden when Mark Golden is to be scrutinized. Mark Golden are go come double in the same corruption as usual. Mark Golden was a member of Portia Simpson's government as usual. If you want to know good politician, look at their constituency. If them don't serve them constituency, them can't serve the country. It's as simple as that. So I don't want nobody getting at them NIMBYs feeling. This is why, as a people, we continue going backwards. We're not getting anything out of politics. Carlos, Wagwan, bro. We're not getting anything out of politics. Exactly, Errol. We're not getting anything out of politics. It's because we don't mean we self no good. We are today, tomorrow people. We don't have no vision as Jamaicans. That's why Andrew said, we don't have dreams, so we don't have dream, we don't have eye shit. Andrew saw not dream, we don't have eye shit, but him have open eye vision. I don't know the benefit of him open eye vision. Don't ask me, because me not playing pie, but me showing us the bad man rant and the bad man chant. Where Andrew Oldness are one pan. And Jamaica people want to stop follow this propaganda of a leader who have been in office for 8 years, coming up to blame the track record of the previous party. No, you've been there for 8 years. Anything you criticize, you have enough time to change it. Shut your gob and shove it. Shut your gob and shove it. This is not your first term. This is not 2 years into your first term. You've been there for 8 years. 8 years. So you don't have the right to come criticize PNP track record. Both towns have previous bad track record. The two have previous bad track record. Just look on we road them. Where pothole exists for my mother days still there today. Jamaica people are have to wake up, I do not self for this service. Because I behave hungry and behave like Gladys, why I not get nothing out of politics? Because politicians know say, just put on a pot, open a bill at the bar there, may I go get me vote them. Jamaica people who are willing to sell them vote. Jamaica people who are willing to go there and fight for JLP and PNP. Why are not going to deserve anything when you are so loyal? You don't question them. You don't hold them to account. You don't hold them to them promise. Look at the dear leader behavior of the Jamaica Labour Party, from vloggers all the way up to Minister of Justice. How the whole of them bow before Andrew and were, we worship you, O Andrew of JLP. That is what is going on over the JLP at the moment. We worship you, dear leader. Nobody is over there with integrity. Hence, the collapse of the whole thing. Because if Andrew goes, there's not a word of choice. Them could have ramp up them violence. Them could have go on campaign early, put on clocks. I don't know how clocks would help you at this point. Darren Vaz really don't understand. A confession of the graping and aliving of Heather would have been more beneficial. Have you ever heard the phrase, Darrell Vaz? Confession is good for the soul. I mean, Darrell Vaz, the Prime Minister's side chick, what's her name, Crawford? The Prime Minister's side chick promised to do 21 roads, Mr. Vaz, by the end of the year. Upper Belfield or wherever pretty than run up under you and your wife boat. Maybe fixing that from now, Darrell Vaz, to the end of the year or to the next general election would have been a better thing than the fluffy noise that's coming from your mouth. Because soon or late, the public is going to realize, Darrell Vaz, that not the mouth you don't have left. Because influence can outrun money. Did you know that, Darrell Vaz? The fact that you walk and buy East and West Portland, as well as you and your wife buying out all the prime beach lands, over the east, the white sand land there, you have done nothing to uplift the community or the communities within Portland since you and your wife take it over and hold on pan it for yourself. The fact that you see that you may be under threat at the moment, you're coming like gingy fly around dead meat. All of a sudden, every time you hear Darren zing, zoom, zap, zing, zing, fly over dead meat, Darren Vaz. But if Darrell Vaz and Anne Marie did I do anything for the people of Portland, do you think you all would be this worried? Do you think you would be this worried if you were doing anything for the people of Portland? If you were listening to the people of Portland? If you were implementing the promises that you made to the people of Portland, their roads, their water, developing farming within a farming rich community. You think you would have been so worried? Remember in a local government election in a Darrell Vaz, Beverly, the easy jerk, member Courtney Linton, in a local government election, and in a daylight, under camera, we see Darrell Vaz by vote. In a daylight, under camera. That is becoming a threat. You look like that now going to allow you to take the two constituency. So you decide, say, you're going to put on your clocks and go campaign. But what's the relevance, Mr. Vaz, of the clocks? Because remember, I no use it and win one election, innit? I no use clerks and win an election. So Darrell Vaz is going to put his clerks on and go campaign early. I don't understand what the context of the clerks is, Darrell Vaz. Because if it is what I'm thinking, Darrell Vaz, there's an influence behind the clerks which you would be alluding to, Mr. Vaz. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if that is the plan, Darrell, how will it work with the presence of the influencer of the influence behind the clerks? Make it make sense. Darrell Vaz, Ladybug, Wagwan, Colleen Jones. Make it make sense. You go put on your clerks and get leave of absence for your campaign. What's the context of your clerks? Why you don't go put on water boot? Because you don't have a road in a Portland for where clerks span. Is it, Darrell Vaz? You and your wife never prepare a road to walk pan. So why on earth you don't go put on water boot? Is that what working men wear, Darrell Vaz? Have you ever seen members of the economic freedom fighters of the South African Congress? They come to Parliament, Darrell Vaz, at dawn in helmet or berets with red overall and their steel cap boot. The significance, Darrell Vaz, is that they are there to work. They are on a job. They are working for the people. You do not see the economic freedom fighters turn up in the South African Parliament just in ties and jacket suit and all those bullcrap of the Western ideologies and fashionism. No, them coming on overall, water boot, and helmet because they are at work. But rather than put on water boot and helmet and go patch the road them and fix the road them over Portland, Darrell Vaz a plan to go wear clerks. How are you going to use the influence of the influencer in your support, Darrell? Make it make sense. I am puzzled. I don't know, say me fool. So when you talk, there's something that in a fool people ears. When you just confuse me more. How does that make sense? Flight green. Teeth in flight green. Flight green where you use laptop and solicit you know what. Flight green. You know, see pick me a walk and beg. One young man a walk and beg fertilizer. Flight green. Wanna make up and buy jackass guilt already. So, you can make up and buy fertilizer and spray can. See young people with ambition, flight green, want help. Nobody go swap them no laptop to give them the help. Because that's what we need. We need more agricultural scientists in Jamaica. And stop calling them farmer. Can't go on like these white coat doctors, these criminals. Because one of the things a doctor somebody, you know. My worst three nightmare is the doctor, the lawyer, and the accountant. My three worst nightmare is the doctor, the lawyer, and the accountant. These motherfuckers stitch all of us up. One may not understand it, some of them may understand it, but if you know, you know. These mother sudders, them stitch we up. The doctors, the lawyers, the accountant, them stitch all of us up. Them come together and them make up some conundrum and commotion and the way them use against we. And them stitch all the way up. No, but you know, say beat and teach. Are the lawyer, the doctor, the accountant, and them normally turn the politician. But you see the lawyer, the doctor, and the accountant, the thieving politicians still depend on them to carry out for them crime, you know. Wanna stay there. Me afraid of them one day. Afraid of the doctor, the lawyer, and the accountant. Afraid of them, afraid. The whole of them stitch way up. Them come together and the whole of them make up some galangin against we and stitch we up, take away things, overwork we. I want hope. Listen, when I sit down and work it out, I want all heap of surgery. Them people just sit down and do to it. But look, when them call, don't even talk about the dirty past of them. Hey, Marcia, don't make me go off on a limb this morning. Don't make me go off on a limb this morning. Don't make me go off on the pastor them this morning because them the Satan there. But people, we've been stitched up. We've been stitched up by a lot of people. People who we hold in high esteem. People who we call right honorable. Mr. Sir, big man, the good doctor, the good liar. And them people that stitch we up, you know. Them people they are keeping in oppression. Go back to the civil rights movement, or even beyond that in the Marcus Garvey era, and all of them placed there. The lawyers, the doctors, the accountant, those people were on board with us, the working class, or the not recognized, the poor people. Those people were on board with us. That's what made Marcus Garvey so powerful. There was so much professionals behind him and on board with him. You see, since them gone in a jacket suit and high heels and hubble skirt and briefcase and handbag, them not see we anymore. Oh, we have to pay our mortgage and go on holiday and pay our credit card. Look here, only partner on a so-called middle class, on a broker than we working class. Cause look here, everything on have is borrow. Everything on have on owe pan it just so on get up in a middle class and on owe everything we wanna have. On owe for no car, on owe for no house, on owe no credit card, wanna go on holiday, but on in a middle class bullshit. And this is what mashed up the Black Revolution that was so strong up until the Civil Rights Movement. Because we never recognize what is called a black middle class then. The black middle class didn't go up into cocker hoops and shove their head up their backside and hold a stiff upper lip and their profession with a stiff shoulder and an arch back. They were with the movement that inspired people on the ground. Because they must say if the teachers and the doctors and the nurses and the lawyers are out there demonstrating, why on earth shouldn't I join them? mm, if them gone university, mm, and reach to all of the ponderoses, Tanisha, how you do? And them out they can't meet two ends. Why our teachers are not out there demonstrating? Why we nurse them not out there demonstrate? Hmm? Why will police them down the pan go slow? Why will public sector worker them down the pan strike? Because we don't mean ourselves no good as a country. They've all stitched us up to think that, you know, if you retaliate against us, we can take away your job, and that's the end of you. Or if you retaliate against us, we can arrest you, and that's the end of you. Fear. Fear, the fear of losing your job, the fear of being arrested will make any one of us sit down and take tantamount of disadvantage and disrespect from government because we're afraid of being arrested or we're being afraid of losing a sudden useless job that cannot even pay our bills and tie us over to the next paycheck. And then you think you're out of slavery. You're only being paid to put the money back into the same system of enslavement. How is it that we're not slaves when we can hardly break away from a month's pay? Majority of us can hardly break away from a month's pay. And then we think we're not in slavery. Then we don't think we are here to keep on enriching those who we made rich during the slavery era. It is quite clear to all of us that we politicians them now do nothing for we, and them not mean we're good. I regularly say this, and I'll continue to say this because this is the easiest way of pointing it out. Look at the roads across your country. Look at your hospitals across your country. Look at the local township that you knew when you were a primary school child. And I'm not talking about on the North Coast, because you know we have separate Jamaica. You know, you have the tourism Jamaica, you have the upper echelons Jamaica, you have the upper Sinandra Jamaica, you have the ghetto Jamaica, you have the ordinary Jamaica, you have the better to get back. There's so many Jamaica you can sit down and dissect the different type of Jamaica that get different treatment and entitlement out there. Have you seen the development? Whether it's been the JLP or the PNP in power, have you seen the development? Have both of them not promised to fix that particular road for the last 40 mama wara hit years? Jamaica. Let's get real with ourselves now. No, so I'm not play pretty than Panya. Not Panya, sir. Sorry, repeat that, Whoa, no, sir. Anybody wants to meet with pretty than get Darrell Vaz and his wife. Them have to go over. Whoa, yonder. Go find it. But it's a beating. Let's be realistic with ourselves. How long? Tell me, it's the same bad road. Those of us who are in the pension, nearly pension age like myself, are you not aware of bad road that has been there since you were a child? And you're in your 40s or 50s now, but that same bad road exists. Come on, man, make a reason. I want to stop back up for the politician them when I do nothing for no. Look at the hospital or the clinic within your community or locality. Has it been developed? Has it improved? Certainly not the Black River Hospital. I mean, the Black River Hospital is an open abattoir. You just have to go there and book your toenail and go to Black River Hospital and see if you don't come out the dead. I challenge you. Buck your toenail. Buck it. And go to Black River Hospital. And I challenge you to get out there alive. You'd be very, very lucky. I mean, you'd be very lucky if you get out of Black River Hospital alive. You'd be too lucky. It's an open abattoir. My community knows that well. I mean, they have butchered a lot of us, haven't they? How much of your hospitals across Jamaica is like that? Look at the long-running debacle at Cornwall Regional Hospital. What the only thing Cornwall Regional Hospital grow in is budget. That's all. We don't see no other growth over Cornwall other than budget. Look at your hospitals, Jamaica. Look at your schools. Developed 21st century, modern day economic superpower of the Caribbean, Jamaica. Look at your water irrigations across the country, irrigation and distribution of water across the country. And you'd think I should sit down here and said, yes, one leader, Andrew Holness, or yes, dear leader, Mark Golden. No, it's not about that. It is precisely that why we are in the condition that we are in. Because politicians in our neck of the woods know that the support that they will be getting from us is guaranteed. They don't have to work for it. They don't have to do anything for it. They don't have to fulfill their promises. They don't have to show the constituency that they care. Because they know that at the next election, they will get their votes again. Albeit they will have to buy it for a minuscule price, probably from $1,000 a year to $5,000 a year. Depends on if they might pay you $5,000 for your vote or $20,000 for your vote. It's what Jamaica people regularly do to themselves. Hold on then. The other gaping mess, I wish you there. This is a disaster, she. Boy, I never see one family caught up in ruckus so much. I never see one family. I think I touched the wrong thing next door. Caught up so much. In all sort of mess. But these people hold the two of the top position in our country. The Prime Minister, the head of the executive, and his wife, the head of the legislature. Well, what would be a war? Because me would on a campaign against both of them in a beat and teach. Because who you go? take up somebody with thief on you, replace him with somebody who kill your picnic. Make it make sense. Somebody who unalive your picnic. How you go swap the thief for him? Me no know. Why? Me no know how it go. It's sticky. It has never been more stickier in Jamaica's politics. And it certainly has never been more stickier in the Jamaica Labour Party because nobody's there to replace Andrew. Just like nobody not there to replace Nigel Clark. Can you imagine a country in such a turmoil? Floyd Green, after I no kill Bigger, at that time when I plan to do something to the pothole where lived there. And these are potholes. These are 40-year-old potholes. And a pothole will just pop up overnight. A pothole where Floyd Green planned to fix 8 years ago. But this is the condition across Jamaica. It is the condition across Jamaica. Every election cycle, the politicians them come and promise with, and nothing is done. Remember, Andrew come a conference last year, November, and him just a chort money, so him just a chort money. And him promise to no reach, him promise to no spark. And Andrew Holness, them still the pan reach and spark promise. And I'm sure, me sure say, next month conference is going to be dominated by reach and spark again. Just like last year conference, they dominated by reach and spark. So Andrew will come back complete the same 40 billion this year when pledged last year. Andrew, how much teeth are used out there already? Or you add more to it? Me still not hear nobody say nothing about Chybridge. Me see Nesta give update about reach and spark, but me not hear nobody ask him about Chybridge. But them say them protect press freedom. Even when Everett Warmington tell them say, nobody can talk to me. Nobody can stop me from doing me want to do. No matter what you hear the Labour Party, them are talking in Parliament or at them press conference. Them can't hold my mouth out a road. When me out a road, I'm not a member of the party. No, Everett Warmington, that's not how it goes. One, what you have is, even though you're not a member of the cabinet, you have collective responsibility as a member of the party. Whatever you do, Everett Warmington, reflect on the entire party. You have what is also called vicarious responsibility in employment law or in the negligence territory or so on, or the corporate area. You have what is called vicarious responsibility, Everett Warmington, where the Jamaica Labour Party can be held responsible for your behavior because they are your employer. All right? So whatever you does or do reflect on your party. It reflects on your party. So since as the party cannot come out Since as the party cannot come out and denounce your behavior, it means they fully agree with everything you have said and done. This is how it ought to be seen, and it cannot be seen in any other way. It can only be seen in the light that Everett Warmington, authorized by the Jamaica Labour Party, planned to carry out his sustained attack on the Gleaner if the Gleaner don't report in Andrew Holness' favor.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and I resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the yellow correct you. Use the youth, the money, waste for must have statue. Say me like a catch you, but they got enough, they got you. Take this spin from money, got and say that is not you. One day the man above end up, him a got up. Too much eating at the kitchen, some a fiber like a pot too. My singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and I resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
For me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The urgent the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, the rapper, they down in our fever. Member bowl only and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me.
On the trade market man.
It burn me.
On them a trade they.
You see, until the day that we as a people come together, we can't teach you determine. No, sir. You determine. Until we as a people come together in our interests, for our support, for our future generation, I can tell you this much, and I can guarantee you, I'm live, I will call you back shortly. I will tell you this much, and I can guarantee you that we will not see better, or we will not see changes, because changes and better is a demand, it's not an ask. You're asking for better. You're asking for changes. You're not demanding it. You ever hear the word freedom is a must? Freedom is not an ask. It's a must. And when it is a must, it is in your hand to make sure that you attain your freedom. The walk where we get up a walk and beg every day for freedom from with slave masters and with politicians. They're just laughing at us. They're saying, look at those silly slaves. Asking us to free them. Free them from what? And how would we continue to maximize our income and our earnings and our wealth? How would we? Hmm? We cannot give them freedom. They are not aware that if they want freedom, they have to take it themselves. Freedom is a responsibility. It is not a cocoa bread and a patty that somebody hand you. Everything we just beg, 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 beg. So everything is just a beg bowl mentality. That's why your rights have been signed away by a government who is taking pay from Europe to implement its Europe policies in Jamaica by way of their Samoa agreement. But me want on a woman, say it's going to be worse for Uno. Because what they're doing is stripping you of your rights and your gender. I don't think someone understand it. And I always use the employment boardroom to explain that. We have a global problem where women are kept out of the boardroom because of maternity purposes, especially when they are at their highest point of their fertility age in their younger period. No employer don't want to elevate them to the boardroom because employer say, me have to go pay for my board member off and then me have to go replace them or fit in for them. Now with this gender neutralization and the rise of transgenderism, they can easily well put a man in heels, wig, and skirt in the boardroom to nullify your argument that there's not equality of the sexes in the boardroom. It is not a gay agenda, it's a queer agenda, one that has been pushed by the entire system. But YouTube tend to penalize me when we talk about it. But you people are not focusing on a more participate in the jolly ride of people seeking your attention and support over social media only for audiencing purposes. Not that they care about us as a people, not that they care about what is happening in our country. It's just about your support to make sure they have a social media status. We've got to move away from that mentality, my people. Let us use social media as a tool of education, something to inform us, something to centralize our views and our ideas, something to make connection with each other, not to tear down each other or not to be competitive with each other. The British bloggers them all over TikTok, the white one them. If you see how they use them page against the current prime minister, giving him a warm time, they're not fighting against each other. They're going in at the prime minister because they care about the promises that the prime minister made during the election campaign the other day and how he have detoured from the promises where he make. Even him own Labour Party is going at him in England. One of him MP already resigned and become independent because she cannot align herself to him. But if you call Andrew name, Labour right run out upon you. If you call Mark Golden name, PNP run out pan you. But nobody no run out for Jamaica. Nobody is running out for Jamaica. Hmm? And then everybody wants a better Jamaica. I really don't understand that. You want the better to just fall out of sky. So better is not rain, my dears. Hmm? Better Jamaica and rain are two different something. Rain fall out of sky, better Jamaica not fall out of sky. I think you're mixing it up. And I expect a better Jamaica to just fall out of sky. So, oops, we have a better Jamaica. And you are not working for us to get there. I mean, you are willing to throw your support behind politicians that has been digging out our eyes for over 80 years. I mean, is the record not clear that both parties, when they're in opposition, they promise us, they see all of the ills and the wrongs, but when they are in government, it's a total different thing. I mean, when are we going to come to the realization that until we, the people, make it about us, politician is going to continue to make it about them? And uno every day get up and make it about them. Rather than both on talk about Mark Golding and Andrew Holness shortcoming at the moment, both Labour and PNP bloggers have internal war amongst themselves. I haven't heard anything like that, beat and teach. I haven't heard a word. Jamaicans, you have a powerful presence. Me know nobody not listen to me anyway, but me feel compelled to say it. Jamaicans, you all have a powerful presence on TikTok. Which part of the post come up on? Forward it to me. You all have a powerful presence on TikTok, Jamaicans. But it is used so adversely. It is been used so adversely with regards to the plight that we experience on a day-to-day basis from our political class, from those who we elect to provide us a service. We don't use the power we have in our hands. No, Ladybug, me I talk about the vlogger them over the airwave. Me know them not listen to me. But me feel compelled to say, remember say, no vlogger no recognize other than Carlos and head teacher K and Shelley Curran. No other vlogger no really recognize Global TV. No say Global TV and nobody has gone to them. But me I tell them say, the power that they have, they're using it adversely against themselves and their country. Because when you go over TikTok, those who operate within that platform presents always or most of the time a very, very negative influence of Jamaica. A very backwards and classless or uneducated version, like we don't know nothing, we don't come from nowhere, We not understand nothing. That's the presentation you get from Jamaicans on TikTok who have very powerful platforms. I want to encourage you all to use your platform to help Jamaica and the people of Jamaica if you care about Jamaica. Use your platform to inform the people. Use it to assist our young people to move into a different direction as opposed to a destructive direction. Use your platform to bring people of both political sides together so we can talk about our issues that we all of them what we know, and we can look for solutions to them. You see the fighting against each other, JLP and PNP, it suits our political class. While we stay here and fight over them, they're packing their bags. They're fooling all they can fool to move off with your wealth and your asset. And prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that history hasn't proven that it has been so. Prove me wrong. It's not going to change until we make it about us and not about politicians. Well, I'm waiting to see in a beat and teach what the court is going to say about this application that Andrew is making to apply for judicial review. I'm waiting to see if the court is going to entertain it, how far they're going to entertain it, because this is Andrew Holness using this to dangle the entire system. So it must shut down the whole argument. It must shut down the whole argument about the crookedness that emerged out of him report. Can shut down Parliament, but him can't shut we down. Because we are going to continue to have that discussion, and we are going to continue to call them out to who they are and what they have been doing to us. Mandeville police vow to restore order following fatal shooting. I don't understand what's going on in Mandeville, because the mayor said that impede economic viability. Why everything a curfew the government have to resort to? I don't get this whole curfew. So you mean we don't have adequate normal policing that can deal with an incident where we don't have to restrict people's rights? I don't understand where this government is going with them curfew. But beat and teacher, somebody else, they keep an eye to them, because we're hoping that today will be the day that they table the pending report, the report that's in Parliament to be tabled. So we want to know what the report is all about and what exactly is in the report. And if what Mr. Phillips said to us in his statement is true, then we will accept that, but we will still beat him on the openness, because openness is not after the fact. Openness is before the fact. So, may I wait to see. Hopefully, that report is going to be tabled today and what will be coming out of it. So, let's wait and see. No? Let's wait and see what is going to happen, because I think everybody also is waiting to see what is in the report, what the entire report is about. So we're going to leave it there for now until we know what's in the report. We're going to leave it there for now. But one on a dodge parliament for me. And if anything I go on a send, come make me know. So we can keep an eye on it. It is particularly Errol Grant why everything them use curfew, Zozo, or SOE for it's a lack of crime plan, it's a lot of security strategy, it's a lot of a whole lot of security strategies why you see this government is just all over the place when it comes to crime. And the worst thing about it all, even though him know, me know beat and teach, me know true. Even though him know, I want me there go say, me lose my train of thought. Oh, with Andrew and the crime plan. Even though him know say him don't have a crime plan to work with, him still run around every day, continue to ram it down the people's throat, producing the number, running around from police station to police station, talking to them under the glare of the camera. And they say, yes, boss, crime down to this percent, how much a percent, yes, so, and crime down. But people just a walk on a drop every day, so. People just a get put to sleep every day, so. And the Prime Minister continue to convince us crime is down, murder is down. How though? How? The Prime Minister and the police, them don't watch Papaya News Link. I'm certain of that. Because if them did watch Papaya News Link, them couldn't come out here every minute and I say it. So Prime Minister said crime down. Crime down. Hey, me not playing galang in Panya, but you must say Andrew over the weekend and the showdown when put down. I think at the St. Catherine one of the St. Catherine constituency conference. The showdown. The showdown. And these are the captivating behaviors they use against the people. From time to time, they act like them are doing something. And everybody know they're doing jack all. They are doing sod all. But Never mind them. We will continue to keep you, the people, in the know. And it would be your choice and for you to make further research so you can make informed decision and stop making your decision based on government soundbite and government and party propaganda. Eh, well, then again, Ladybug, you have to know so the police and the chopper them are work hand in hand, though. This is the problem we have in a fluid society where we chopper them and we politician them working hand in hand with one another. Criminality in parliament, criminality in law enforcement. How do you expect them to fight against it meaningfully within what they call the gangster community or the chopper community? When them same wanna sell weapons to choppers, them same wanna call them police friend or them prosecutor friend to protect choppers. I mean, we don't examine critically the state of affairs that we are in with those who we put in charge to make decisions for us and those they have appointed to make decisions on our behalf. I don't think we really examine them much. And sister, we're not gaining anything from this charade. I mean, every look you look at us, we're losing something. It is plain to see. But anyway, thank you all for being here with us this morning. We'll keep our eye out and we're going to Parliament today because if we need to come out, come trash Miguel Phillips, we will take pride in trashing him if we found out that what he told us in his statement is not the exact truth. Thank you very much for being here with us this afternoon, this morning. Join us back later on and make sure you support the program by hitting the like button, sharing to your WhatsApp group, and do all that you can to continue to support the program. And to you, Mark Golden, you go on like say, you're Tapanaris, but uno careless where it suit uno. I will leave it at that. Thank you, and good morning, good afternoon from the Global Television Group.